Hello all, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Babes and Beasts series. This is episode 14. It's been a long time since we've done one, so there's a lot of updates to do. So we're going to take a look at the monster box. We're going to take a look at Summoner's Way progress. And then we've saved up around 40 premium summons. So we're hoping to get some really good toys, including one Transcendence Scroll. So let's hope we get something that really adds to the team. Okay, so here we are back on the Babes and Beasts account. TOA reset last night, and we've just been working on completing TOA normal. We did some of the hard, but I actually watched. It had been so long since I made an episode for this series. I went back and watched episode 13, and we were really struggling with TOA hard, and that struggle is no longer there. It still takes a while to do TOA hard, but it's not nearly as bad. And actually, so this is pretty much my TOA hard team, except for Lauren and Fran. Lauren and Fran are for the boss levels. And then when we're not doing a boss level, I put Gina and actually the Wind Triss in on the team. They're both really good daughters, and combined with Zyros and the attack bar decrease and the defense break from Shania, TOA hard is no longer a problem. Zyros was a really nice get. I know I was doing all my summons on video up until episode 13, but life got busy, didn't have time to record everything. So after we finish TOA hard here, we've got to show you the updated monster box because we've made a lot of progress. I've learned with the Babes and Beasts challenge that there are a number of units that are really key for RTA, and we're missing a lot of those. So we still have a lot to do there, and really hoping we can maybe get one of those key units today with our trans scroll. I know it's kind of a long shot, but it sure would be nice. So TOA normal is done, and I'm going to save. I've also done 50 floors of TOA hard. We'll save that for after this video. So just wanted to show you real quick. So here's my Wind Triss. She's on Despair Focus. She's basically a daughter, so I want her to be, and she's not even like, her runes are not amazing. They're not bad. But, you know, they're missing a lot of grinds. I haven't even plus 15 this speed rune yet. But, you know, she's around 200 speed, tons of defense, decent amount of HP. Her resistance is terrible. That's one thing that needs fixed. But with Zyros, Wind Triss, Gina, Shiana, and Shania, nobody moves on the enemy team. Once in a while, but very rarely. So that's her runes. And Zyros is on even worse runes, I think. Yeah, he's only plus 68 speed, but Despair. He's on Despair Blade. Pretty decent crit rate, pretty decent damage, decent accuracy. Accuracy needs to go up a bit, but you know, once again, his runes are still not even where they need to be. So we'll work on improving that. I like my 27 speed Despair rune on him, so that's nice. So we have both of the Fire Twins now. We got a dupe Clara, and we got dupe Feng Yangs. So we have two Feng Yangs, and Feng Yang is actually my favorite monster in the game. And this is the only account I'm actively using that has Feng Yang, and I got dupe, so that's awesome. We got a speed lead in Jameer, which was really important, because we're going to talk a little bit later about my problems in RTA. We picked up some Trianas, we got Delphoy, and we have some other things that we want to build, and then we got Barbara. So one of my goals for this account is to get all 5 of the Beast Riders, and we have 2 now. Really hoping we can get a third one today. That'd be great. Rosemary has been improved. In the last video, I was showing that she was like plus 48 speed or something like that, which is way too slow, especially for dragons. So we got Zyros. We picked up Claire. Claire's a nice get. But the 24 Hall of Heroes are amazing, because now I can pick out 24 units that are all girls or beasts. And so the first one we picked up was Luna, with the plan to improve our Giants time. Let's see if we had any fails yet. Get a fail every once in a while on Dragon's Abyss Hard. But this is my new Dragon's Abyss Hard team. And usually I can go 30 runs with only one fail, maybe two. And the average time is below 2 minutes. So it's not necessarily a speed team, but it's reliable. And every once in a while, it derps. And I spent like 2 or 3 weeks building this team. That's all I did was farm runes and I tried out like 20 different monsters to get this team. And the way it derps is that everybody misses their strip. So if everybody misses the strip and the dragon gets immunity, then he can wipe us. And there's really not much I can do. I can maybe slightly improve accuracy on a couple of monsters, but there's really not much I can do for that. So I've been kind of just accepting I'm going to have a fail once in a while. Otherwise, it's very stable. Here she is, Abigail. So she is built with 89% accuracy, a little bit of resistance, but really we want her to hit. And the main reason, so she's on speed, HP, accuracy, and then a shield set to give a shield set for the boss. And she is there for her strip, and then decreases attack bars of the towers. So that's her main goal. And then for the waves, she's there to defense break everybody. And again, she can reduce the attack bar on the boss if the boss doesn't have immunity. As long as the boss doesn't move, he doesn't do any damage to us. So she needs to be skilled up, and she'll get better once she's skilled up. But and maybe once she's skilled up, I can do and get better runes. I can do speed, crit damage, HP, or maybe speed, crit damage, attack, so that she can do more damage on the waves. And then we have Spectra, who's here. Swift Blade, and 92% crit rate. I'd like to get it up to 100, but haven't been able to yet. Pretty good speed, and good defense, decent HP, 173% crit damage, 78% accuracy. Like to get that accuracy up to 85, although I think I have accuracy in, skill 3 is 10% in artifacts. So her Spectra's skill 3 is at 88%, which is the maximum you need for dragons. Abyss Hard. Here's Rosemary now. Speed, crit damage, accuracy, because I want her to land her attack bar reduction. That's very key. So she doesn't do as much damage with having a slot 6 accuracy, but I got a 20% attack percent there, 12% there, 17% there, 26% there. So, and I'm even thinking of changing this one to attack percent. She doesn't really need the defense if she's not getting hit. So she's very squishy. Defense is horrible. HP is horrible. But the boss, except for when we all derp and we all miss our strips, then the boss doesn't move. So, and then we've got Lauren there, and I think this is the one that we're using. So she's on Swift Shield. She's I believe she's the fastest. So I have her moving first, so that when we get to the boss, hopefully she does her strip first, although her AI is terrible. But she's on another shield set, and she's just really tanky. Speed, HP, accuracy, and gobs of HP, pretty decent defense, and really good speed. So that's what she's there for. And then I have been working on improving Shiana's runes, and she's starting to get decent runes, plus 140 speed. She's still slow. Defense is terrible. Attack's pretty decent. HP is not bad. 89% crit rate, 166% crit damage. Accuracy is at 52. I think she has some accuracy. Yeah, so it's at 62. So it's not terrible, but she still misses her silences quite a bit. So I need to get her another 20 accuracy somewhere. But speed, crit damage, and this was a pretty decent crit damage rune. Attack, and this isn't horrible. It is a legend, but it's all low rolls. But I even rolled it a couple of times, but it's really hard to get that higher. So we're probably not going to use any more re-ups on that, and we'll just work on improving these swift runes. Oh, we do have, okay, well, we'll change her speed later because she's speed tuned for a lot of different teams. I use her everywhere, and I don't want to screw up any speed tuning right now. So that's the Dragons team, and it's doing a good job. I'm happy with it, and so that's allowing us to start getting some decent shield and violent runes, and a few focus too. Real briefly, we'll show you. I actually completed Summoner's Way like a month or two ago, but I've been waiting just so I could film this to show we did our last mission on Dimension Hole. We cleared the Dimension Raid, so we get 300 crystals for that. That's nice. And then we get this all attribute legendary, so that's good for the summoning session. So Summoner's Way is now completed. Day 189. We were probably done with Summoner's Way maybe 50, 60 days ago. So you can see Arena, we've finished Fighter 2, and I don't really try an Arena. Siege Battle is G1. In fact, we've been doing decent in Siege with the runes we have. I don't have enough runed up that I can do 10 attacks every time. I usually do 6 or 7, maybe 8, and I usually win 3 or 4 of those with pretty limited runes. So obviously cleared all of TOA normal and hard, and we were able to complete TOA hell. Maybe when I try to do further up in TOA hell, I'll show you the team that I'm using for all those floors, but I'm not going to go into that now. Giants were under a minute, and our average run is right around a minute. So Giants keep Abyss hard is really nice. Dragons Abyss hard, minute 20 is our record, and it's slightly under 2 minutes. Necropolis I still need to tackle, and I don't have a shaman. So we have over 20 LD summons today, and I'm hoping to get a shaman. So Spiritual Realm is a piece of cake, but I don't need the runes from there other than the fight runes. Steel Fortress and Punisher's Crypt I still need to work on. Haven't focused on those. I've cleared level 5 of 3 of the Dimension Dungeons, and I still have 2 more to go, so I can get the buildings and increase my Dimension Hole energy speed of regeneration, and also just the max. So we're almost there. So that's those things. And in the last video, episode 13, we were struggling to get S on Light Beast. We've now triple S'd everything. We're getting almost 9 million on Light Beast, and everything else is over 4 million. So Rift Beasts are done. Now they did make the Rift Beasts easier as well. So it's really quite simple. R5 is very solid. It'll fail once out of every couple hundred runs. But 44 seconds is the record. It's not bad. And once we get Luna built, So I will show the R5 team real quickly. So there's that. And so we're just progressing along really nicely. Pretty much all the PvE content is auto, with the exception of TOA hard. I need to do a few floors on manual, and then obviously TOA hell. So we're gonna stop the dragons here. We'll watch the end of this dragon run, and this looks like a pretty typical run where we're just keeping that attack bar down so the boss doesn't move. And then it's when we derp and we don't get the attack bar on the immunity tower, it's about to go. So we're going to see. Yeah, so the dragon did get immunity up, and now we need, so somebody, I think that was Abigail that did the strip. There we go. Boss didn't move. So that's a pretty typical run. It's when we miss that immunity tower strip on the attack bar is when we have the chance of derping. Abigail is not fully skilled. So you see I need a lot of skills for her yet. And I still need skill ups for this water T-Bunny, who's really good for dragons. But I need to get the cooldown time down by a turn. And then I don't think we'll have any trouble keeping that tower down. And that will make the team really safe. And it should also speed up the run. Even though I've been very lucky on summons off camera, the RNG on this summons event was pretty bad. Here's our 10 picks. And about 1/3 of the monsters are obvious humanoid male characters that are not beasts or don't look like beasts. And so there's about 1/3 of the units we can't use, which isn't really that many that are missing. In contrast, the light and dark only account can't use 2/3 of the units in the game. So this is an easier challenge. And if you don't have the patience for an LD only account, that it takes a long time to get it ready for RTA and Siege, high level Siege, you should consider a Babes and Beasts challenge. It's a lot easier, but we just had bad RNG. So 1/3 of the units are not usable, but of the 10 units here, 6 of them, so male boy, so humanoid boy, humanoid boy, humanoid boy, boy. So 6 of them are humanoid boys. This one is Druid, which looks like a boy in human form, but when it transforms, it actually the name of the skill is actually beast something. So he is a beast, and Abellio is awesome. And really, what it comes down to is Abellio or Rika. But now that I have Zyros, which I got not too long ago, now that I have Zyros, Gina, and Wintris, I don't need Rika for TOA hard. She's just not needed. So I think the obvious choice here is Abellio for arena defense. I want to actually start trying to build a delay arena defense. And Abellio is actually really good with Feng Yang for siege defense. So he's a really obviously good pick. And I've actually, both on YouTube and then also in chat, in game, sometimes in just global chat, I've had some people asking questions about what a Babe and Beast challenge was, and some people were complaining that there were, why would you choose Abellio? He's clearly a boy. The point of the challenge is it either needs to be a babe or it needs to be a beast. It doesn't matter if it's a male beast, it just needs to look like a beast. So Abellio is clearly a beast. Some other things that would not qualify, for example, are the robos. Robos are a machine that is not a babe, that is not a beast, so I just can't use the robos. I'm currently in Fighter 2, and actually earlier in this season, I was all the way up to C1. There was a little bit of luck. A couple of people left battles without fighting me, and it was just early, so a lot of the good players weren't in yet. So I got up to C1, but there's no way I can maintain it with my current monster box. I do have Jameer, 24% speed lead. He's awesome. Bastet is awesome, but she's only plus 180. That's the best. That's my best Swift set. Swift Will, I believe. Yeah, Swift Will. I can make her a couple speed faster, but then I lose the will, and that's not worth it. And then my other speed lead for my cleave team is Clara, and she's plus 169. You see my units are just too slow. Barbara is plus 164, and then Shiana is plus 154. And they're decently ruined. And then Kaki and Draco are my backups. Draco's not even ruined. Ashir's on my second best Swift set for an attack bar booster. He's only plus 154. So if Bastet gets picked, I'm in trouble. Barbara can increase attack bars with her skill 3, which is useful, but it's still a drop off in speed. So I could probably show you a pretty typical battle right here. Really 7 or 8 units that are ruined up for RTA. I just don't have good enough runes for anybody else. And so you can see my problem right here, 33% speed lead, and then I throw in my 19% speed lead. And so what typically happens is I get outsped. I don't have good enough speed leads, and my Bastet's not fast enough. So that's a problem. And also I just need to learn how to ban better as well. So see, we got outsped. Here come all the buffs. And they got rid of our stripper. So we're going to boost up. And then we have to see if we can get rid of him. So we got Barbara. They have immunity, so we're just going to steal his attack bar. And then we're going to try to kill him with... No, see, and Jameer is not ruined well enough yet. And so now we've got a bunch of stuns on us. Well, we at least got rid of their damage. Now, he has an attack buff now. Let's see if we can kill him again. Yeah, we got him again. That's good. But we're almost dead here. So this is the problem, is we get outsped, and then we just don't have... we don't have a really good immunity monster. And we just need a better team for RTA. This is about as Fighter 2, Fighter 3 with regular luck. We're not going to get to C1 with this team. So we're going to go ahead and stop this here. But so that's where we're at on RTA. I would also like to build a turn 2 team. We now have a Bellio and Feng Yang. So those are 2 key parts to a turn 2 team, and we would just need to see who else we can put in there. And we have some other pieces, maybe Ophelia, maybe Jean, maybe we can't use Vero, he's a boy. So we have some pieces, but maybe we can get a couple more from summons. So show you R5 really quick. So and you guys can just pause the video, and you can see this is the teams that I have for R5, and I've done previous videos. I'll try to remember to throw a link in the description where I talk in detail about what debuffs you need from each team. And so I've got what leader skills you want. I've got resistance, I've got defense, I've got HP. This is a really solid setup, and it averages right around a minute. So really nice R5 team. So you can take a look at that, and they're all ruined pretty much as you would want them to be ruined. If they're a damage dealer, they're on speed, crit damage, attack. If they're support, speed, HP, and a lot of shield runes. As many shield runes as I can get. If you have interest in me doing a new video on my current R5 team, drop a comment on the YouTube comments, and I'll try to get a video out on that within the next month or so if there's interest. So we've got 3 Witcher Scrolls, 1 Transcendence, 3 All Attribute. We need to see if we can get 20 more legendary pieces. I know I can't get, without sacrificing a lot of crystals, I can't get more light and dark pieces. So we're going to be stuck with 21 light darks. And we can get one more mystical scroll for 20. And we are not doing engraved summons because, as you saw from that little RTA thing there, my biggest problem is speed leads. And Vanessa's coming up. She's a female speed lead, 33%. I need her for RTA. So I'm saving my engraved summons for her. If you do a search on monsters with speed leads, and you look here, most of the really good ones are male, humanoid male. So Chiwu I'd love to get, but can't use him. Tomo is not bad, and she's 24%. Would love to get her. Would love to get Vanessa. But then you've got Chandra, you've got Samath, you've got Moore and Water Ryu. And I'm not sure about the angels. If anyone knows, are the angels supposed to be boys? I think they kind of look like boys, but they could be girls. I don't know. Ramel and Judaya. But this is a 24% speed lead. Not that this unit's very good, but it is a speed lead. But I think those are also boys. So, and then Oliver, 33% boy. So Sierra would be a really nice get. Another 24% speed lead. And then you're into light darks. And, Pontos. Like we can get Pontos. Or Light Triss. Now, several of these dark units are 19% speed leads. Faye is 24, actually, I think. Yeah, Faye is 24%. So, but this is Hall of Heroes coming up. This is a Hall of Heroes coming up. And this is a Hall of Heroes. So there's 4 more speed leads coming up there through the Hall of Heroes, which is awesome. And maybe we can get Nephthys. But I need better speed leads. Having Clara as a 19% is just too slow. If I can get another 24% speed lead, and if I can get Tiana, who then is going to be my stripper, a very reliable one, and attack bar booster, then I'd have a really solid cleave team. Until then, I think I'm probably going to have to focus on turn 2 team to have any shot at C1. And I don't use the support monsters. I don't really like that Com2us brought those in. It feels like you're cheating if you're using support monsters to get to C1. And I know people have varying opinions on that. That's just my opinion. If you think they're fine to use, go ahead. But I want to use my own monsters, not some random stuff that Com2us gives you. Okay, so we got 7 regular legendaries. That's about a 50% chance to get a Nat 5. So let's see if we can do that. Can we get... No, Sniper's not usable. So I can turn that into legendary or LD pieces later. Event Monster. Well, we used the blessing. It's at least a Babes and a Beast. Probably, I mean, it's an event monster, and it's a babe. So we just, it's not, I wanted a speed lead or Tiana, but we're going to go with the Fire Triss. We're looking for T-Bunny skill ups. That's a fusion unit. Another thing we've been working on is a lot of fusion units, especially for Fire Panda. We're fusing Panda skill ups for him. So that's a lot of work. So we're not getting anything. All these are boys. So they're just getting turned into LD or legendary pieces. And there's a skill up for our Fire Triss now. So 21 light darks. Here we go. And I still want to get Dark Ciri. She's a awesome unit for Guild Siege. I would love to get her on this account. So we're still doing the monster rate up on the light darks, even though it hurts our chances a little bit of getting some of the better. Oh, we also need a shaman. We've not got a shaman yet. I don't need dupe Darians. I can't use him. Dark Yeti. He's a fusion unit. Imp Champion. Yeah, light darks have been disappointing. I just released a video on my light dark only progress, and we had like 18 light darks. Ooh, Dark Living Art. Nope, can't use him. He's not a beast or a babe. I could technically use the Light Serpent, but he's horrible. I was hoping to get at least one lightning. That's a boy. Oh, these summons are horrible. Dark Harpy's new, and that's a girl. She's really good. I might build her for R5. Dark Penguin is a dupe. Light Mystic Witch. That's a dupe. Yes, we got Shaman. So we get Fire Triss and we get Shaman. This is a win. This is a decent summon session. So I've been waiting to get Shaman. Dark Grim Reaper I can't use. He's a good unit, but I don't need him for TOA. So that's not too disappointing. Come on, can we get a lightning, please? Dark Taoist. Yeah. He's not that good. White Bearman. Ooh, lightning on the last one. Thank you. Oh, no. Dark Elven Ranger is a boy. Can't use him. He's a pretty decent unit, too. That's sad. Well, he goes into storage. He'll go sit in storage, joining all the rest of the boys. Okay, so we're going to do the Witcher Scrolls next, and we're really hoping for a Dark Ciri. I've done live streams with a lot of people, and I keep pulling Dark Ciri for people. But I did it twice on my main, but we would really love her here. Is that Dark Ciri? Is it? Yes! 28% guild speed lead. Guild content speed lead. Awesome. That is awesome. I'm very happy now with this summon session. So it doesn't even matter what we get the rest of the summon session. That's a Wind Yennefer, I think. Yeah, Wind Yennefer. I don't care. We got the units we wanted. And we still have a Transcendence coming up. So 3 legendary all attributes. Can we get another light and dark female? That would be awesome. Galleon, can't use him. He's new, but can't use him. Fire Boomerang War, that's a skill up, and we need skill ups, so we'll take that. And what do we get? Sniper, that's a boy. He gets fed for pieces. It needs to be a babe or a beast. Come on, don't be a boy. Don't be a boy. Come on, be something. That stinks. I really did not want him. I just got him in my main, so I've got him to play with. That's useless on this account. Those are boys. So can't use Carlos. Fire Triss, who's pretty good. We got Dark Ciri and we got Shaman. So we have three more things to build, which is plenty. I just wish that we'd gotten something better with the Transcendence, but that's it for this episode. I think we got some good stuff to work on. I'm happy. Would have liked to have a little bit better session, but Dark Ciri's going to be a really awesome unit to use with Shiana or Barbara, because 28% speed lead, and I think we have. Let's double check here. Have we pulled the Fire Blade Dancer yet? We have. So a really good team is Dark Ciri, Shiana, or any other of the Beast Riders. Also, we did win our last siege battle quite convincingly, 20,000 to less than 7,000. We've done really well in the siege tournament, I think. Let's see, battle record. So win. So we've won. So we're G1 siege. If anyone is a good G1, G2 siege player and wants to come join us in Here Gang, we are still looking for, we need like 3 or 4 more active siege players so that we can continue to win and be more competitive and maybe even move up to G2 siege. But we still have a ways to go, but we're doing well. So Bernice, if you look at Bernice's third skill, 30% attack bar increase, increases the attack speed and increases the crit rate. So that makes Shiana where I don't need to have as high a crit rate. So I could potentially put more stats into crit damage, and then increases her speed as well. And she does damage based on speed. So Fire Blade Dancer Bernice is really good to pair with Beast Riders. So, and then with having a 28% speed lead, most of the time I'm going to outspeed people in Siege now. So that'll be really nice to get one win with that team pretty much every week. So anyway, that's the update. The account's doing great. I just don't have a lot of time to make YouTube videos, but I'll get out as many YouTube videos as I can when time permits. So until next time, see ya.